Hello students, in previous video we have discussed about classification of matter according to their states. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about classification of matter according to its chemical composition. We have already discussed in previous standard, that is matter is divided into three groups according to their chemical composition in element, compound and mixture. Okay, we have already studied in previous standard that what is element, what is compound and what is mixture. So just revise what is element, compound and mixture. Here matter is classified according to its chemical composition into element, compound and mixture. Okay, so what is element? It is a type of matter that cannot be subdivided into simple substance are called element. It means it is indivisible. So the smallest indivisible particle of element is an atom. We know that. Okay, so example: hydrogen, sodium, chlorine. These are the elements. Okay, that cannot be simplified into further. Then next, compound. What is compound? The substance formed by chemically joining of two or more elements in a fixed proportion. In a fixed proportion, it's called compound. Okay, here the smallest particle of compound is molecule. Smallest particle of compound is molecule. For example, H2, O2, Cl2. That is the molecule that is made up of two similar atoms. Okay. So here substance formed by chemically joining of two or more elements in a fixed proportion. For example, water is a compound. Sodium chloride is a compound. Okay. Then next, mixture. Here the substance formed by mixing, only mixing, not chemically joining. Okay, here substance formed by mixing two or more elements in any proportion. In any proportion is called mixture. Okay, for example, sharbat, lemon sharbat. Okay, so these are the types of matter according to chemical composition, that is element, compound and mixture. So let's discuss the types of this element, compound and mixture in next. So let's see here matter is classified into element, compound and mixture. So here element further classified into different types. So these are the types of element: metal, non-metal and metalloid. Metal, non-metal and metalloid. Okay, so elements are classified into metal, non-metal and metalloid. Okay, so let's see compound. Here compound is classified into three types. There are three types of compounds. See, the first one, organic compound, inorganic compound and complex compound. So organic compound is also called carbon compound. Okay, the compound which doesn't have carbon atom, okay, are called inorganic compound. So organic means carbon compound, then inorganic compound, and the third type of compound is complex compound. Okay, so next, mixture. Here mixture is classified into two types. First one, homogeneous mixture. Second one, heterogeneous mixture. First one, homogeneous mixture. Second one, heterogeneous mixture. Here homogeneous mixture, the example of this mixture is solution. Okay. Then suspension and colloid are the heterogeneous mixture. So these are the type of element, compound and mixture. Here element classified into three types, then metal, non-metal and metalloid. Then compound classified into three types: organic compound, inorganic compound and complex compound. Then mixture divided into two types, that is homogeneous mixture, example solution, and heterogeneous mixture, example suspension and colloid. So write down this concept chart in your notebook. Now let's study about element. Okay. So this is the definition of element that have we studied in last year. Okay. The type of matter that cannot be divided into simple substance, okay, are called element. The type of matter that cannot be divided into simple substance called element. We know the smallest particle of an element is an atom and it is indivisible. So it cannot be divided further into simple substance. So that substance is called element. That matter is called element. Okay. So we have already studied about the type of element, that is metal, non-metal and metalloid. We know the atoms of same element are alike and atoms of different element are different. Okay. So let's study the types of element, that is metal, non-metal and metalloid. According to these properties, according to their properties, elements are divided into these three types, that is metal, non-metal and metalloid. So let's study the properties of metal. Here metal are solid. Metal are solid at ordinary temperature. Okay. Then the second property about metal, metal are luster. Metal are lustrous. Luster means property of shining. Okay. Metals are lustrous. It means they have lustrous property. It means property of shining. So that is why metals are lustrous. Then metal are malleable. Metal are malleable. Malleable means it can be drawn into thin sheets. When we hammer on this metal, then we can convert it into thin sheets. Okay. For example, aluminum foil. Okay. Foil of iron. These are the example of these sheets, thin sheets, due to the property of malleability. Okay. So metals are malleable because metals are hard in nature. Metals have hardness. That is why when we hammer on this metal, they do not crush into powder, and that is why we can make from this metal thin sheets. Okay. So such property is called malleable. So the next property, metals are hard. For example, iron, copper, gold are the example of metals. These are the examples of metal because these examples, iron, copper and gold, shows these all properties, and that is why these are metal. Okay. So next thing, non-metal. Non-metals are solid. They may be liquid, they may be gas. Okay. Some non-metals are solid in state, some are liquid in state, some are gas in state. Okay. So non-metals are solid, liquid and gases. Here second property, non-metals are non-lustrous. We know luster means property of shining. Okay. They do not show property of shining. That is why non-metals are non-lustrous. Non-metals are non-lustrous. Then non-metals are non-malleable. Malleable means the property drawn into thin sheets. Okay. We know non-metals are brittle in nature. Brittle means when we apply pressure or when we hammer on non-metals, then it crushes into powder. Okay. Then it turns into powder. So that is why we cannot form from non-metals thin sheets. And that is why non-metals are non-malleable. Non-metals are brittle in nature. Okay. For example, solid non-metals, it is phosphorus, carbon, sulfur, iodine. Liquid non-metals, bromine. gas, oxygen, hydrogen, fluorine, nitrogen. These are the non-metals, okay, that occurs in gas in nature. That is why these are gaseous non-metal: oxygen, hydrogen and fluorine. Okay. Then next, metalloid. Some elements shows both properties of metal and non-metal, and such elements are called metalloid. So this is the third type of element, metalloid. So what is metalloid? Element shows properties of both metal and non-metal are called metalloids. Example: arsenic, antimony, germanium. These are the example of metalloid. These elements shows both properties of metal and non-metal. That is why they are metalloid. So do we understand the types of element? Metal, non-metal and metalloid. These are the properties of these types. So write down in your notebook definition of element and then the properties of their